Well, that same, and I'm going to say weak argument from a good friend here, Michael Porter. Michael Porter is referring to a video where I was showing how Christians want to turn America back into a Christian country and all this sort of thing. And he was saying that, the Muslims and all those people are trying to infiltrate into America, and that we need to be on point of guard against that because they're out here converting people. And he was like, I bet you won't go to the Islamic countries and do all of that. Well, I spent quite a bit amount of time in Islamic countries and Hindu countries, and guess what? There was not this hardcore conversion of people trying to convert you. Now, sure, do you see people occasionally handing out some pamphlets or something like that? Yeah. I expressed to other people how you can go to Saudi Arabia, you can go to United Arab Emirates and Dubai and Qatar, and you'll see churches. Of course, they got to abide by the rules to which they have in those countries, just like you have to abide by the rules of any country. That's why they're called countries. They're sovereign nations. But he was saying that in Philadelphia, they're always trying to convert people. Philadelphia is your microcosm. It does not make the macrocosm of the United States. In Atlanta, do I see a bunch of Muslims trying to convert people over? No. Do I see a bunch of Hindus trying to convert people over? No, absolutely not. What do you see? You see Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on your door, Mormons knocking on your door. You drive past any MARTA station and you see other Christian organizations standing there trying to hand you and force their pamphlets down your throat. You go to a grocery store in some areas of Atlanta and you see people standing outside, come to our revival, come to our revival, come visit our church, come. You tell them no, you're not interested. Well, I just want you to take it, just take it and think about it, and maybe the Lord will move. Later I said no, right? And then of course, you drive down the street and you got street pastors with big ass megaphones and speakers and stuff preaching their gospels, people holding out signs, flipping them, waving them about coming there. And then you got your Hebrew Israelites standing on the corner insulting people. So this is what you have in a lot of your major cities. I'm pretty sure you got it in Philly. You just don't want to admit it. You got that in Philly. You just don't want to admit it. And then take a drive down I-75, 85, or any other highway, I-20 in the South especially. You got billboards. Jesus saved my wife's life. Jesus is the way. Jesus. Billboards as far as the eye can see when you drive through Georgia or through the South. So, sir, your argument doesn't make sense because you're looking at Philly and you have a narrow view of what you're looking at. And then this is about the dumbest statement that I always hear. And when they ask you something like, what's the point of remaining moral if there's never going to be an accountability at the end of what do you tell them? Here's the thing. I've talked to many atheists, dealt with many atheists. I've talked to many people who deconstructed from religion. And you know what they never asked me? What's the point of morality if there's no accountability for it? I have absolutely had zero people who are atheists or deconstructing ask that question, propose that question, even have that thought. You know why? Because morality really doesn't come from your religion. Morality comes from the culture that you grow up in. You see, to say to a person, well, you don't have to have any morality about murdering people because guess what? There's no final judgment. But guess what there is? Murder someone, your ass go to prison. Murder someone, you might get the death penalty. Steal from someone, you might go to prison. Sexually abuse someone, yeah, hopefully you get captured by someone and tortured, but you'll probably go to prison. And then after you get out of prison, you have that stain on your record, which makes it difficult for you to get a decent job and to have a decent life. So then you go right back into the prisons. So to say that there's no accountability, we have accountability here on earth well before you get to any accountability after earth. So the reason of having morality without your religion is to maintain your freedom in America or any other country. Go to Saudi Arabia. You can be an atheist, steal something, chop off your damn hand. It happens. Different countries have different rules and different laws to maintain the morality and the sanctity of their country. The Native Americans, before any Europeans came over here with their Christianity, guess what they had? They had rules of morality to function in their culture. In Africa, my ancestors, they weren't Christian. They weren't Hebrews either. Guess what they had? Systems of morality to maintain their culture and standards. They've had this long before your religion ever came about. You ever heard of the Hammurabi Code? The 42 Confessions of Ma'at? Yeah, they had them. When you go and research China and their history, guess what every ruling country had, or nation had, or tribe had? They had rules of morality to maintain the sanctity of their country. So it's a completely invalid question or statement. But y'all have a great day. Remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration. I love you, Michael Porter. You my dude.